Hello, my name is Sonia Oates, and I am the current assistant principal of this great school, Rachel Freeman School of Engineering. I am a native of Wilmington and have been an educator for over 15 years. My time spent in Title I schools has shaped me into the leader I am today. I have seen education from varying perspectives. I have served as a teacher assistant, teacher, and now a school administrator. My philosophy is simple. I believe that all students can learn and grow and should be provided a high quality instruction to succeed. It is my responsibility to create an environment where all students feel secure in knowing that they are safe to explore new things and to push them to their fullest potential. I am passionate about supporting the educational and social growth of all students. I encourage students to work hard, to come to school each day with a positive attitude and be prepared to learn. We will make learning our first priority. As an instructional leader, I strive to show integrity, fairness, and respect to all whom I interact. Demonstrating the personal integrity includes demonstrating honesty and commitment in daily interactions with faculty, support staff, parents, and students. Positive collaborative relationships is at the core of my leadership, and it is my responsibility as a school leader to set the stage for trusting relationships with teachers and other staff. In order to create trust, I must remain consistent with my decision making, but flexible enough to allow for my staff room to develop. I create a culture of consistency in which everyone knows the rules, the acceptable work performance standards, and what to expect when they are not respected. This fosters improved school effectiveness. I offer transparency by setting clear duties, policies, requirements, and expectations for everyone. Fairness and consistency is also an important focus in building strong relationships. I believe building strong relationships is very important to academic success. Quality instruction, attracting and retaining high-quality teachers, and maximizing student engagement is also very important. I stay informed of the best practices to achieve academic excellence. I perfect my craft by being visible in classrooms and recognizing effective teachers and instruction, and I always focus on what is best for students. I hold myself, teachers, and students to high standards and operate with a servant mentality. I seek to meet the needs of staff, members, and students. I also facilitate and model effective communication. Ineffective communication demolishes problem solving and reduces trust. I foster a system of being open and fluid. Parents, teachers, and the community also play a vital role in the success of the school and students. Effective teachers understand that teachers wear many hats in ensuring student success. They are continuous learners and seek new professional development to learn best practices and strategies for effective teaching. Teachers regularly collaborate with one another to gain new ideas for teaching. They analyze test results and other data to guide their instructions and design rigorous standards based on lesson plans and highly engaging activities. I believe teachers and facilitators of learning provide students with the information and tools each day. While teachers are paramount to student success, it is my belief that parent involvement in the educational process is crucial. Parent involvement does not necessarily mean coming to the school and volunteering. I encourage parents to help at home, communicate with their child's teachers, and make sure their child gets plenty of rest and is prepared for the school day by making sure their child is on time. I also communicate to parents that their involvement also can improve their child's achievement and success in school. Schools are microcosms of our communities. Our community and stakeholders can continue to coordinate resources and services for families, students, and the school with community groups, including businesses, agencies, and colleges or universities. I will continue to work with teachers, parents, the community, and stakeholders to be sure a quality education is given to students. It is very important that we all work together to create the best possible instruction and school environment where learning takes place. I also believe more emphasis must be placed on the important roles that parents, families, and communities can and must play in raising student performance and closing achievement gaps. As the leader of this educational institution, I believe I must stay on the cutting edge of educational reform and issues that we face. Currently, there are numerous social issues due to the lack of proper education. Social issues such as educational inequalities persist and continue to marginalize particular segments of our society. As an educational leader and change agent, I am compelled to address such issues whenever they arise. In our technological and competitive world, there is also still the issue of education among the poor. There are unequal opportunities between the affluent and socially economically distressed. As mentioned in the book Our Kids, The American Dream in Crisis, there is an increasing income inequality, which often spurs residential segregation. Districts that adopt the neighborhood schools philosophy indirectly encourage school segregation. These schools deal with socioeconomic barriers of high poverty and students who have experienced trauma, single-parent homes, or foster care. These schools are also normally failing schools. Behavior and attendance are major obstacles, and it is very difficult to retain or recruit high-quality teachers. The question of busing often comes to mind. Should students be bused to better schools, which means a longer ride on the bus or forced to attend the school in their communities, despite them being low-performing in many cases? This is an issue that has caused a great deal of angst and consternation for decades. We must continue to work harder and invest more resources in low-performing schools. Additionally, programs are not always necessary, but through analyzing data, we must decide which program is effective. Additionally, educating our parents and communities on how to help will possibly change how we traditionally have been doing things. We live in a diverse world, and I believe it is important that equity is emphasized. A part of my role is to create an environment where everyone has the same opportunities. Students should have equal access to programs and resources, regardless of race, economic status, or academic ability. President Barack Obama states that when all Americans are treated as equals, we are all more free. This statement drives my reason for continuing as a leader in education. My priority is always to advocate for all students. As society continues to change, schools must adapt in order to better serve our schools throughout the future. I work to lead with purpose by continuing to build strong relationships, capacity, and a collaborative culture. I will ensure that all students can experience academic growth and succeed. We must develop a sense of urgency. Ken Williams, a consultant in educational leadership, said in a conference I attended, "We can't continue to defend what kids cannot do." No kids have died from high expectations. He used this term, death by sweet and low, which simply means we have lowered expectations for our marginalized students by believing they cannot achieve, but referring to them as sweet kids. This can be just as crippling and damaging as racial and ethnic issues. We cannot misplace our sympathy, but develop a sense of urgency to not become complacent, but to start the needed change to transform schools. So I invite you to keep looking forward if we hope to make a meaningful, lasting change of increased student achievement within our schools and communities. So remember, students first. So let's get to work.